Hey everybody, Exoberto here, doing another Garbage Gang stream number 161, and we are going to continue through Arkham Asylum. Since I think we only have like a couple more things to do. We have the Croc's Lair, Poison Ivy, and then Joker himself, and I think that's the rest of the game. So we're gonna see if we can get through that Croc's Lair. It's pretty much the only part I've been dreading, because God, does it make me anxious. First, we gotta get there. So, where are we going? We gotta go to the intensive treatment facility. And we gotta make sure we avoid all these very deadly plants at the same time. Whoa. The game did not like that. Damn it. See? I still do it. Still press L1 for my use gadget. There we go. Now we got it. Let's...
These are the private notes of Dr. Joker has also shown the once the protein bonding process is finalized, I will... Dr. Young, you ready? Oh, yes, come in.
You hurt my feelings, Doc. Waiting like that.
Sit down. You can leave us.
You sure?
We're fine.
Well, if you insist. I'm just outside, okay? So is he here? Did your Mission X arrive?
Yes.
Stupid! Keep hitting him! Don't let him hit you, idiot!
Yep.
You okay? Best you got? Knock him to the ground! Let's finish this. Ooh. You're gonna have holes when you... This'll hurt. I'm gonna turn your bones to dust! Hit him harder!
Really bad. I need to calm down so I can get in the groove of things. It's kind of like a big part about the combat in this one. Oh, damn it. Timed it wrong. Yeah, okay. Gotta check my thing.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Oh, damn it.
Little bats of...
There we go. Do. Don't forget about Keith. Don't. Oh yeah, it always respawns you at the start of an area. Damn it. Yeah, it used to L2 being the item button. I wonder if I can change that. I wonder if that'll make it easier for me. Controller configuration. Nope. It just tells you what the controller configuration is, not how to change it. I don't want to do this again. Damn it. I just can't do it. I keep doing it wrong. I never got why these sequences are different every time. Come on. Yeah, just left both ways this time. Grab that again.
These are the private notes of Dr. Young. Heightened because of success. Even funding wounds have been solved after the
That.
unexpected donations from Mr. White. Joker has also shown remarkable interest in the possibility of a cure. Once
Round
the
two.
protein bonding process is finalized, I will... Dr. Young. Oh, yes, come.
Good thing I used my batarang to care of the dude with the taser right away.
Sure, that's fine. Well, you insist. I'll just go outside, okay? Yes, I must say,
I guess I don't have the. Did I not collect the throw yet?
About you.
Let's talk more about yours.
Like what?
How do I know you have dated? That's what they were doing. Why, I'm right. What you about that
Damn it. I thought I was aiming for the one on the left. Oh, damn it. Oh, hey Andy.
Oh, dude.
Welcome to the Strem.
It's nice to be welcome. I didn't join immediately because I was playing Arena Quest and Monster Hunter.
Gotcha. Turn that audio a little bit lower. Feels a bit better. So that's cool. Oh, ooh, almost killed myself there. So we've been
Every route into intensive treatment is locked, and there's nothing I can do to bypass
trying
security.
to find some more games we can all play. Some more big group games. We've said Titanfall 2, since that's, you know, the free game this month. And as someone who has played it, it's very good. Jesus.
Okay.
Did not expect him to catch me that fast. Thankfully, he didn't take me out.
I keep trying to find a group to fight a Rajang with, and
I can't even
I've
fight
not
him.
found much success.
It's no one wants to fight him. That's why.
Well, every time I only need to fight him for one tail and one pelt, and I can make his entire armor set done. But I haven't made any of it yet because I'm like, I want to make it all at once. Get a single full set of a single monster and master yet.
Oh yeah. So why Rajang then?
Because I've always liked Rajang. I was waiting for him the entire game, and
Now you
he's a
have
really fun
him.
fight.
get for shooting me with a sniper bullet. You don't do that to Batman. But yeah, after but yeah, like I said, Titanfall 2. We suggested doing some Red Dead Online, since they've fixed that up quite a bit, and we thought that would. Jesus.
Both of Joes suggested Red Dead. They said it was fun.
I'm seeing seismic activity
I've
all
played it
along the
online
island.
before,
You okay?
and I did have some fun with it when I was playing with Tay and um, and X.
It sounds kind
um,
of like Grand Theft Auto, but in the Wild West. Sort
yeah,
of.
same studio too.
Okay.
Because it's Rockstar, but Red Dead's like campaign is incredible. But like its online was for Red Dead 2 anyway. For Redemption 1, that was one of the best. That's literally the first game where I actively played it online. Because I used
Oh.
to be kind of the guy who just didn't like to play games online. Also, mostly because I played console and I didn't like playing like competitively online or anything like that. So I just didn't do it. Red Dead was
Oh.
the first one I actively played online. Getting caravans and having a group of people who I didn't know their names, I didn't know who they were, I didn't know what they were saying. We were just playing. Like I didn't have a headset or nothing. This is a long time ago. Early PS3 days. Hell yeah. But Red Dead Redemption 2 felt really empty, especially for how big the online map was. But apparently they fixed it up like a lot, and I already had the game, so once I reinstall it, I'm down to jump back in. I have streamed Red Dead Redemption 2 once during the 100th episode spectacular. Oh god, what did I call it? I was very happy with the name because it's so dumb. The Garbage Gang's 100th episode. Um, God, what did I have to look this up. Sorry, I'm like to anybody watching. I apologize. I had to check this because I was very happy with with the title because it's so dumb, and I said the name of it before every part because it was a 10-part thing. Um, and so I was
Don't
also
worry, we'll
watching
have Isaac cut that out in editing.
yeah, my fiance Ashley hated it because it was so dumb, and that's why I loved it. Uh, oh, that's right. The Garbage Gang stream number 100, 100th episode spectacular. And that was it. Yeah, ain't
It
that
was a
right,
great
hon?
name.
Yeah, that's right. Garbage Gang stream number 100, 100th episode spectacular. Yeah,
That's totally
I
spectacular.
said it very frequently and before every part of it, and I streamed for an entire day. It was loads of fun, and Ashley hated that I said it every time.
Well, you need to make 200 something kind of crazy then, dude.
I don't really have anything planned for 200.
You're
I
coming
think we'll
right
come up
up
with
on
some.
it.
Yeah, we're getting real close. We're on 161 right now. And with us playing probably more games, I'm honestly, I think we started the stream Garbage Game stream at a really good time because nothing crazy has come out. And the reason why is because then we have a chance to play all the games we already love, so we could just play them more. But next year, after we've been doing it for so long, there's so many games coming out next year that like I just can't wait to play it with the Garbage Gang fans. And of course, anyone who is fans, uh, and have like some game they want to see us games that like they're excited for next year.
They
Definitely
can
check
buy
out
the
our.
copies and send them to us.
They could do that. They don't need to do that.
I'll
But
stream any game anyone wants to send me. I'll send it back to you even.
I would do the same. But uh, I was gonna say go on our Discord and let us know on the Garbage Gang Discord. Garbage Dash Gang. Um, so yeah, no, I think next year will be really good. I've liked doing the Garbage Gang stuff this entire year. Um, and I'm excited to do many, many more, especially with games like Marvel's Avengers, Guilty Gear Strive, Cyberpunk 2077, and many, many more games. So, like next year's gonna be huge for video games, which I cannot say for this year because there was like a couple. I mean, hell, I've played one game that's come out this year, at least on stream. I think. No, I've played two. I always forget because I feel like I've played it for so long already, but Battle for the Grid also came out this year. But yeah, Power Rangers came out this year as well as RE2, which I also have played on stream. But that's been like it for this year. And that was like extremely apparent during the Game Awards because there's like nothing I was like rooting for because there was just nothing that came out that I gave a shit about this year.
Did the Star Wars game win anything?
Yeah, it came out too late. It did come out this year, of
Oh,
course,
actually, we
but
talked about this on the stream. Now I think about it. Never mind.
yeah. Last stream we brought up Fallen Order because Isaac brought up the fact that he felt bad that it didn't get anything. It was because it got an honorary win on their like kind of extra thing. But that was for people who were watching like live on Twitch were able to vote on certain stuff, and one of which was like this. They could do like an honorary thing for something that wasn't nominated. And of course, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I do plan to play still. I've yet to play that. I think I just wanted to get through Arkham Asylum first, since I'm so close to the end of it.
Do you even have the Star Wars game?
I do not have the Star Wars game yet. I do have. I did actually get Jedi Outcast, which also just came to PS4 this year. Which that's pretty dope.
Fallen Order is the one everybody's been talking about, right?
Yeah, Fallen Order is definitely the one everybody's been like, oh yeah, this is a great game. I'm trying to remember. Pretty dope. I'm trying to remember where I go from here. Not that way.
So is somebody on here with me?
Yeah, Andy's on stream.
Hi, Andy.
Hello.
He says hello. Is there?
You were talking to someone like that, just like the audience.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Which I do that too.
Yeah, no. And I was like, who's?
I feel like there's a way to get through these doors, but I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. So, oh. Yeah, okay, so it is that way.
Or did I do that?
No, I did that, I'm sorry. That was
As
me.
long as I have another cookie. Hey, I had some of that cookie, it's okay. That was a good cookie.
Yes, it was.
They have good cookies.
Where the...
They're just never over there.
Right. I'm trying to remember. Oh wait, do I just... There's something in here. Aha, yep, there it is. I actually remember the right button this time. Now, will Stoneheart be joining us this Tuesday?
Unfortunately, I can't make it because I have to open again on Wednesday.
That's fine.
Unless we can do it earlier.
Sadly, I still work. sadly I still work till 8:30, so I can't really do it much earlier. Like the absolute earliest I could do is like 9. And that would be like I'd have to rush home.
Yeah, I don't think I can make it.
That's okay. And we'll keep building. We'll make the return of oh, I forgot about this part. This part's great. I can't believe it. Oh, I love this bit.
I'll have to make it to the super shows, man. And special commentary.
I mean, we're
After I was attacked, we can't afford to have me at every show. We have to hire additional security.
Yeah.
There's just no way I can make it to every weekly show.
Right. And of course, as we know, if those who've been watching GGW on a weekly basis will know that just last week we started the road to Decade of Destruction, which of course will take place the final day of 2019, the end of the decade, January 31st. As well as I'm also trying to do it on, because I know Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve is also a Tuesday, so I'll probably run it. If you two can't make it, that's cool. But
I don't know what my schedule is for that. I gotta see. It's unfortunate because most of the time I'm gonna be happening to open on Wednesdays.
Gotcha.
You were right, Mr. J. Classic Mordecai with illusions of grandeur. Cuckoo.
Get me out of this thing!
Just got to check your prisoner, dear.
Whatever. Just be quick. He's not looking too good.
No, he's not. We really should feel sorry for him. He never fully got over his parents' death. It left him quite insane.
These motorcycle missions are annoying.
Oh yeah, for GTA, the club missions.
Just a twisted showman. He's all yours, Joker.
Oh, goody. Come on, Mr.
The
J.
bunker missions would pay off better if I wasn't at the very top of the map.
Let's start the party!
Yeah.
It takes so much time to do it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Use the middle stick to dodge Joker's gunfire. Mission failed. It's. Well, yeah, because there is no such thing as a middle stick. It's actually pretty amazing. Like the fact that they really went full on with this the. Because Scarecrow's always been that villain who's never really had his big moment in the sun. Okay, that is what it is. And what's up? Yeah, but he's like, he seems like he's the main villain, but in the end he takes a back seat to Raish at like the end of the movie. So he's still not even the main villain.
Well, yeah, but you know what?
You mean the Batman Begins?
Yeah, Batman Begins, yeah.
Because Liam Neeson is the shit.
Because, I mean, to be fair, Christopher Nolan pretty much said that he doesn't like comic books, and he had no intention of reading any of them. Hence why his 3 Batman movies are nothing like a comic book movie at all. Which, I mean, they are really good movies. Well, one of them is a really good movie.
Two of them are pretty. Well, one of them's really good. One's pretty good.
Yeah, Begins is okay. Dark Knight is an amazing movie. But Dark Knight Rises is like is
They gave us a lot
laughably
of
bad.
memes for that, and it's fine.
Ah, sweet. Cool.
Is it worse than Batman versus Superman though? Is it the
Um,
worst? Is it the worst Batman movie ever made?
to be fair, Batman v Superman is not the worst Batman movie ever made, either. I mean, that glory goes to Batman and Robin, with a close second being Batman Forever, which were the Joel Schumacher films, and those were very, very bad.
So yeah, the Bane Batman can be kind of forgiven, right?
I mean, yeah, it's I think I've only heard like once someone say that it was the worst Batman movie ever. I mean, it's just they're simply, that's just an opinion, but so they're entitled to feel that way, but like I'd say that's just objectively wrong. Damn it, I thought he was moved it already.
Which one was the worst one?
Oh, the worst one I'd say is Batman and Robin. It is terrible. Like, it's funny how bad it is, but man, it's hard to get through when you're watching it, and it's not, and it's like an hour and 40 minutes.
It's not even a so bad it's good. It's just like, why
I
am
mean,
watching
it
this?
is pretty so bad it's good at times. It's just not the whole time, because it is a grind to get through the
It's been a
entire
long time
movie.
since I've seen it. I know I have, but can you remind me of it a little bit? Like,
So okay, so the movie opens with Mr. Freeze starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Never mind. I already remember now.
Mr. Freeze starring Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad. No, that is not. That is Batman. Batman Forever has Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
That's not.
What?
I also haven't seen it.
Dare to step into my games.
But yeah, like, I mean, Batman, 1989's Batman is one of my favorite comic book movies ever made. You know, starring Michael Keaton, with Jack Nicholson, easily the best choice to play Joker. Like it's such a perfect, it's a match made in heaven.
Is Michael Keaton just destined to be like Bert?
All right,
I mean, Michael
I'm a
Keaton's
little
just
divided.
really
Who's your favorite Joker?
Who is my favorite Joker? Without going to like animated stuff, because there's like a shit ton of Jokers
I
now.
know, that's kind of a lot, but
And like they move around all the time. I mean, the best is still probably is like there's a lot of good ones, but of course the best will always be God, I don't know why I can't think of his name for some reason. Mark Hamill. Will be Mark Hamill. But in terms of live action specifically, Heath Ledger was really good. The only thing I'm down about on Heath Ledger is really just the fact that he didn't really feel like he was the Joker. He just felt like he was a crazy supervillain, which he played that perfectly, but he never felt like he was the Joker. So honestly, I'd say I don't think he's a very good Joker because he doesn't feel like the Joker. To me, anyway. At least not my depiction of the Joker. Now, I think Jack Nicholson totally killed it. Like, he nailed it. But he's not my favorite Joker either. He was for pretty much ever. Until, oh man, Joaquin Phoenix was perfect.
Squad came out.
And then Jared Leto came out. I mean, it's pretty awesome the fact that there really hasn't been a bad Joker besides Jared Leto ever, which is pretty insane to think about, that a character who's been played by like probably 20 or so people has only had one bad performance. Like, goddamn, 60s Joker is actually amazing. Like, he was the, that was, oh, what was that actor's name? God, I can't even think of his name.
Jackie Gleason.
No. God. I always have it like on the tip of my tongue, but I never remember.
Archie Bunker.
No. Oh, Caesar Romero. Yeah, Caesar Romero.
That's right, Sylvester Stallone.
What are you? Why fight it, Batman? You're as crazy as the rest of us. You need us as much as we need you.
Yeah, it was a bad one. I mean, that's true. He did have his own interpretation. It was just not good. No, increase the power amplifier because those segments are annoying. Yeah, he tried to make Joker into a modern day, like, yeah, like gangster. Which for the Joker, I don't think that works. Alright, now we're about to get into my least favorite segment of the entire game. The Killer Croc sewer system. Because it's the one part of the game that no matter how much you grinded or how much gadgets you worked on, you can just fail over and over again anyway. Because I pulled out my cape at the last second. Dr. Jonathan Crane plans on elevating fear to new depths. Ha. But yeah, with Joker, Joaquin Phoenix is honestly probably the best one now. He did just an incredible job. In terms of like my favorite before that, like I'd say would be Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, and then man, but that's so hard. You know what? If I had to rank it, it would definitely have to be Joaquin Phoenix, Jack Nicholson, Caesar Romero, then Heath Ledger, then Jared Leto's still last. Oh yeah, and then there was the kid who played Joker in Gotham. I haven't
comic
seen.
book movie question.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think he's the most portrayed
1,000 payments.
movie or comic book villain out of movies,
Nice.
or would that be like Lex Luthor in the Superman movies?
What? Like one more time?
I was wondering, do you think he's the most portrayed comic book character villain in movies?
What'd you say, baby? Oh yeah, and Zach Galifianakis played him once too. That was pretty good, but that was animated, which I was talking about live action for. It says, is Joker had the most people portray that character in comic book history? I mean, yes. Like,
I don't think there's ever been another villain like that's been portrayed that many times. You know?
Yeah. No.
Lex Luthor's been in a bunch of movies, probably.
He's been in quite a few, animated and otherwise. But even so, like, there's like Joker's in way more by like a country mile.
Patient interview number 1.
Oh, I'm your first, aren't I? You know what they say, if you never forget your first time, I'll try.
Oh, you already have.
God, I'm so glad I used the power amplifier. So yeah, no, I think by a very long shot. I mean, admittedly, in terms of comic book character portrayals, period, that might just be the Joker anyway. Because, like, not even just movies. Like, if you count animated and everything, like, even, like, characters who are more iconic and bigger, like somebody like Spider-Man or something, even he, I think, has only had, like, a handful of people. It's usually, like, the same people who portray him in, like, full series, but Joker usually has a different actor in, like, so many different shows and movies and what have you.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, after all, at this point, Jared Leto did make a cameo um no, he didn't actually. He was only in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Zach.
I didn't say because I was trying to think of something and I was like, oh no, he's
That's what I
only in
was trying to
Suicide
say.
Squad. So yeah, Joker, though in animated stuff and what have you, he, it's been like the same guy here and there. Like Mark Hamill's done him a bunch of times.
Yeah, sure.
But in terms of live action performance, that Joker doesn't count. In terms of live action performances, literally like no one else, no one has played the Joker more than once. I mean, I guess you could count Cesar Romero, who played him throughout the '60s series and the '60s movie, but in terms of full films, no one has played. Alright, here we go. My least favorite part in the whole game. Because goddamn does it make me freaking anxious.
Too late, Batman. One step closer, and this goes into the water. The cave will fill with your deepest, darkest nightmares.
It's not that bad. It just makes me uncomfortable, man, because, like, you have to slow walk through the entire sewer system. Because if you don't, Killer Croc just instantly kills you. So it just makes me really anxious. Not to mention, he just rushes you at times, too. So you gotta be ready for him, too. Gain access to Killer Croc's lair. The fact that the entirety of Arkham Asylum is so horrified of Killer Croc that they just literally gave him the entire sewer system as to where his cell is. It's just the entirety of the sewer system. They said all they do is they send they come down and send some meat down there every once in a while.
I'm heading into Croc's lair to collect
And the rest of the time and ignore the fact that he exists and try and forget about him.
Bruce, are you sure about this?
Yep.
Sounds like a suicide mission.
I've got no choice. I've tuned the scanner to detect the spores required to make the antivenom. It'll lead me straight to them.
That's some great police work.
Croc's just an animal.
Give him some fucking
And animals just need traps and the right
Yeah.
bait.
I mean, he's already captured, so they're not like worried about him escaping.
Oh.
It's just like
Platforms will support me, but will also send sound waves through the water, giving away my position to Croc. I'll need to move as
Kinda
slowly
cool.
as possible.
yeah, I gotta slow walk everywhere. Well, he has eaten a lot of staff. Yeah, it is implied he has eaten a lot of people in it. He's even eaten Aaron Cash's right hand. Or left hand, one or the other. Oh yeah, was that? Did that happen? And I'm already anxious. I don't like it. No other Arkham game is like this, cause like since asylums are horrifying, they decided to give this one a lot of horror elements, while still being an actiony Batman game. But of course, all the rest are just big actiony Batman games. But when this game wants to be spooky, oh man, it nails like the uncomfortable anxiety of being in an insane asylum.
I've never played a horror game, and I don't think I would like it.
I don't like them. But this is, of course, this is hardly a horror game. There's just horror
Like
elements.
Silent Hill and stuff. Is that like
They're
example of
considered,
that?
yeah, that Silent Hill is absolutely a horror game. Oh, come
really
on. I totally
never
nailed him.
even considered playing that one.
I mean, if you're cool with heavy set narratives and stuff,
Enjoy feasting on your bones.
Croc is such a weird villain in Batman. Not just because he's a giant crocodile man, but because, like, sometimes he's a giant crocodile man, other times he's like a human with crocodile scales. Sometimes he eats people, sometimes he's just an angry, like, black guy. Like, but who's giant and eats people. Or might eat people if given the chance.
What's your favorite version?
What's my favorite version of Croc? Honestly, I don't really have a favorite. I'd say he's just like...
No, I hate him.
I know, see, it's not even that. I don't dislike Killer Croc pretty much at all. But I just feel so completely indifferent. He's like a villain that I never felt strongly about one way or the other, because he has... There's nothing about him that really stands out. Because he's just a big monster guy. Which Batman has a handful of. You mean he ate Chubbs Peterson's hand? What the fuck?
It's the guy from Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
These spores don't
absolutely.
contain enough of the antivenom mold. I'm going to need to find more.
That's pretty funny.
Where's that crossover movie? I want to
Oh
see that.
shit, I forgot about that part. I forgot there's certain parts where you have to like actually run. Because even though you're not supposed to run, there's certain parts where he was just about to kill you, so you have to run.
Oh, there's signs in the sewer that says like no running.
It tells you right at the start. Batman says that these little wooden platforms will support your weight, but I can't move too much or the vibrations will attract Killer Croc.
Oh, okay.
And then at certain points it'll say hold X to run because he's literally going to kill you right now. Oh, missed. That's why you have to have your batarangs ready, because once he's running at you, you have to hit his shock collar, which I don't know where. Okay, the soundtrack is coming that he's running at me, but I don't see him. Oh, there he is. I guess he got lost. He just wants a friend. To be honest, a lot of comics like to just kind of tell that story as well for Croc, of him just wanting to be human. Well, you know, pretty much not being human anymore. Damn it, I took the wrong turn. Hup. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm fucked. Oh my god. I got lucky. That's a simple fact. He came out right in front of me, and I somehow still hit him before he killed me. So what were you saying, Andy?
Oh, so he was bit by like a radioactive crocodile, or
No, he was. To my knowledge, he was born that way. I think.
So he's just ugly. Okay.
Yeah, he's just this lizard creature. That's pretty much it.
That's a lazy backstory.
I mean, he was never supposed to be more than just the monster villain for Batman. Like, they didn't try and make him more, and he never really is more. Only when comics where he's like a major focus, like, say in a lot of Suicide Squad comics where he's like a mainstay member, do they really try and give him anything more than just being the big monster guy. Which, you know, when he's one of the main characters, I guess that makes sense. You gotta give him something. What's up, hon?
Isaiah has a genetic disorder that makes him look that way.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He has a genetic disorder. So yeah, he's just born that way.
Yeah.
His drive to eat people, though, literally just comes from the fact that they called him a monster, and he decided to become a monster.
Yeah, he's a weird skin condition that makes him look like a crap.
Yeah.
He would make a good My Hero Academia villain.
Yes, He would make a good My Hero villain. Big dude who eats people and attacks people because he's Monster Man. Very common My Hero villain.
Fight Pokey and shit.
Yeah.
He just wants a friend.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. Get out of here. That was funny. But yeah, I mean, Batman has like the most movies, the most adaptions, because he's really, really freaking popular.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to comic book characters' popularities, number one is Batman, a close second, number two is Spider-Man, and then, like, like a distant number three is, like, Wolverine / X-Men, and then, like, everyone else is, like, miles upon miles away to, like, they'll be in fourth place, but they're like a distant fourth place. Like, they're nowhere near third or second place.
Yeah, it's probably like Hulk or...
Admittedly, these days it's probably like Superman's still pretty well known and very popular. Obviously, Iron Man is blown up due to the MCU movies, so he's gotten who used to be like a B tier hero is now like an S tier hero.
I feel like the original Iron Man movie was one of the first like big live action comic book movies to do well.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna say
like
it's the
financially,
first, because there was
yeah,
other ones,
because
but-
yeah, no, Dark Knight did very, very well.
I didn't realize Dark Knight came out first, actually.
Yeah, by a couple of
I've
years.
got enough spores.
Actually, by probably
never mind.
now that I think about it, probably like one. Actually, you mind looking up when The Dark Knight came out?
Sonar beacon down there.
2008.
Clever.
What's up?
2008.
2008.
Oracle. I'm
So it
getting out of
was
It was always a big deal when
okay. So yeah, it was
here.
literally
Problem.
a year before.
But Batman Begins came out before that, and that was... Well, I don't know how popular that was. It was
Nah,
good.
Batman Begins actually didn't do very good.
No.
It did enough to keep making the movies, but like it was as popular as like comic book movies were at the time.
It's a weird fact to know. Just because it was such a big thing when he died.
Whoa. Yeah, I know I'm going the wrong way. I've got to go around. But yeah, I mean, you gotta think, before the MCU, comic book movies were never really super popular. Only nerds saw them. Like, Spider-Man movies would do well enough, X-Men movies would do well, and Batman movies would do okay sometimes. And that was pretty much it. And they would try and do Superman every once in a while, due to the fact that he's so, like he's such a memorable character.
Fuck Superman.
Nah, he's great. It's kind of funny with Superman that, like, Superman's always that weird character who, like, a lot of people, especially nerds who just nerds in general, don't really like Superman. But it's always people who haven't read Superman comic books. Like, anybody I know of who's like really read something that was like considered really good for Superman, like instantly fell in love with Superman. Joe
If I
Schumacher
was gonna
killed.
read a comic book, I would maybe read Captain America.
It's fair. I'd have to hit up Jared on what's a really good Cap comic, because I'm not aware. I haven't read like a lot of solo Cap.
It's totally the
Joe
one where he
Schumacher
was
killed the
secretly
Batman.
Nazi.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Joel Schumacher single-handedly killed the Batman movie franchise for many years.
Yeah, that's why there wasn't another one until Christopher Nolan.
That's right. It took a very long time. Heck, Superman Returns killed the Superman movies. That was planned to be another series of films.
That was just
In fact, after the worst comic book movie ever made, Superman 4, Quest for Peace, that killed comic book movies for like a decade.
No, like, yeah, no. Superman, that came out in 2006, I believe.
Yeah, that was Superman Returns came out, and that killed comic book movies for a little bit as well. It was literally what happened was Joel Schumacher killed the Batman movies, but after Spider-Man and X-Men started getting some traction, basically Warner Brothers was like, all right, we're gonna try again. So they did Superman Returns, and they're like, all right, this will bring comic book movies back for us, and it was terrible. But Nolan wanted to do his Batman movie, and you know what? It worked out. Well, a lot of people were scared to do a super movie because he so-called crude. Cruise. I think you mean curse. But yeah, Joel Schumacher thought to have it like put a essentially hex on comic book movies because it's like thought that they were now taboo to make them.
No, he's just a bad director.
Yeah, he's just a bad director. it's just that. There's not really more to it than that. But that was a theory for a long time, is they just didn't want to take the risk of making a comic book film. Now, man, you can't get people to stop making comic book movies.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Which, hey, I think doing comic book movies is a good idea, especially if you want to try something different. Or hey, if you want to try something like the Marvel movies, like people can say they're getting stale, which is very fair. I still fucking love them though, pretty much across the board.
But even the worst Marvel movie isn't a bad movie.
Yeah, like even the worst Marvel movie, at least they usually try, and it usually has some form of quality. Like even the worst one is at least watchable.
I haven't even seen it.
Worst live action one I could think of is maybe Daredevil.
Oh, like Marvel movie in general. I was more referring to MCU specifically, but yeah, in terms
The
of
more
Marvel
recent
movies,
ones.
I would say for me that part is not true. I cannot sit through Daredevil. That movie sucks.
Can you sit through
But man, the worst, like, if I had to pick worst comic book films, like, there's like a stack, like, of movies I'd be all like, yeah, don't watch these. These are not so bad they're good, these are not, like, passable in any way. They're just terrible, unentertaining messes of films. Oh shit, he got a
Probably
gun.
like the second Ant-Man movie I heard is kind of bad.
Oh, that was fine. It was that was like one
Fine.
of the prime by the numbers like superhero movie of today. That's probably its only flaw. I'd say the weakest MCU movie is easily like Thor and Thor: The Dark World. I don't like either of those movies.
I don't remember them at all. It's very forgettable.
Yep.
I like Thor Ragnarok. That was cool.
But yeah, Thor Ragnarok's amazing.
oh my god.
Huge step in the right direction.
I know what TT is.
And
to
Thor
Batman, he sure did.
in the most recent Avengers movies was my favorite Thor.
Yeah, Bro Thor.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, Bro Thor is great.
It's the
I like
best
Thor. 1. Really, Ahmad, you liked Thor 1. You're the only person I know of who did. I'll be honest, I hated that movie. Captain won
I
the
am Thor.
reward
This is my hammer.
for biggest mistake.
What?
I don't know. That one I don't understand.
Captain America?
Like Captain America, have to insist that the story was compelling. I mean, the story of Thor, you know, trying to get back his Captain Marvel. Captain won the reward
Biggest
for big.
mistake?
No, Captain Marvel was great.
No.
I had a good time with Captain Marvel.
That was a good
I need to watch
bad.
that. That
You're
actually
okay.
has my
Oh
attention
my
though.
gosh, no.
Yeah. But yeah, Thor. I'd say Thor: The Dark World. I liked Thor 1 less than I liked Thor: The Dark World, but I think Thor: The Dark World is an overall worse movie.
Okay, those people who made at least for
How close are you to making
at
the
least the
cure?
first Thor.
It really did.
It's
Yeah.
Like
It's been more difficult than I expected.
they were like.
But yeah, her
Made it like a
difficult
Shakespearean
and doesn't produce
like
much
play.
yeah, the brother-father relationship, I agree, was very compelling in Thor. The downside was it wasn't like the focus of the movie the whole time. It was only the focus of the
I
beginning,
need to run some more tests.
which was a bit unfortunate. Haven't seen Dark
Set the
World.
computer
Yeah, Dark
free
World
more.
is not very
I
good.
need to get out of here and find Ivy.
So Zach,
Uh,
did you see in Grand Theft Auto that you can now have your own not casino, but arcade?
Oh, that's cool. No, I didn't know. I know you
Broseph is
could.
looking to get. Broseph got one.
He gets everything.
Yeah, I don't have all the cool shit like him.
Yeah, he has the fun stuff.
I'm fine.
But if I liked Dark World, ugh, it's an opinion. You're free to have it. I don't like that movie. I also really didn't like Iron Man 2. Though I did actually really like Iron Man 3. People gave that one shit. I actually really liked Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 2, I like. I didn't watch like the whole thing, but it's like in clips on YouTube, and I've basically seen the whole thing. I don't see that it's that bad.
It's pretty bad. You should just watch it. You won't enjoy yourself. I can't
Watch this. You're gonna hate it.
I can't be your anime waifu. Oh, because I don't like Thor: The Dark World. I'll tell you, no one else does either. I'll let you know. You're gonna be a little disappointed, my friend.
I wonder if that's on Disney Plus.
Yes, yes, it is. The only ones that aren't on Disney Plus is, they might actually be on there now because they were being added. I loved Iron Man 3 until the plot armor and until the shitty reveal. That reveal,
No, I like that.
the big twist, was perfect and executed spectacularly. People who expected more should, like, just enjoy themselves during a film, because goddamn was it hilarious.
I love that.
It was
Now-
me, Austin.
Now, yes, the armor, the plot armor thing was a little weird, but that's okay.
Not even
No
Bruce
more
Banner
dreams.
knew.
Ha! You spelled it wrong. So I don't know why you're killing my cousin, but I do not have that name. Yeah.
I don't think Zach spells his name that way either.
Glide.
He spells it the same way you do.
Hell if I know. I know of only one person who spells it wrong like that.
Oh no, Alex's brother,
I hardly knew him.
his name is Zakary.
Oh, that's not Zach then. His name's an abomination. The Mandarin
Well, mate.
being actor I loved. Oh, but the motive of the sure.
Village.
Of the motive of the village.
I think he's villain.
But you're right. Yeah. Okay, that one's fine. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, Killian is whatever. He never was a pretty big. Also, someone needs to realize. Well, that's one less Xmas you have to get. I use swipe. Oh. One thing people need to. So, Iron Man has really grown in popularity, but there's one thing people don't seem to know yet, because they just started watching him and don't read his comic books. Iron Man does not have a good villain. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have like he has like a bunch of bad villains. No, what I'm saying is he does not have a good villain. No villain in his rogues gallery is good.
Okay, so going through the movies on Disney Plus. Let's do it.
War Machine killed him in the comics. Yeah, in a few different stories. War Machine's great, but he's not an Iron Man villain.
They won't get that
No.
far.
Well, who is he then?
And Ivy.
Who is War Machine?
I'm here if you need me.
Really?
If he's
Rhodey?
not, if he's not an Iron Man villain, is he just kind of his own thing?
He's sometimes, sometimes he's actually Iron Man, but most of the time he's Iron Man's best friend, sidekick, and like co-hero.
Jane.
Has had his
Oh.
own series a few times. I mean, War Machine's always been. I mean, he was also self-destructive. That depends upon, again, depends upon the story. Honestly, for Iron Man, Iron Man's best villain. See, it's kind of sad when your best villain is alcoholism.
Oh my god.
So that kind of speaks volumes that your rogues gallery is terrible when your stories need to also have you like literally killing yourselves through alcoholism to make them compelling. Because his villains can't carry his story because they're not good villains. He has to literally have that crutch of alcoholism to have a compelling story. Which is usually, like, all of his best stories, solo stories anyway, involve him in dealing with alcoholism. Well, that did happen to Batman also. Yeah, he's had stories where he dealt with alcoholism, but Batman, undeniably, like, so in terms of comic book heroes, I'd say it's a toss-up between who has the better rogues gallery in all of comic books, between, like, Batman and Spider-Man. Like, their rogues galleries are spectacular. They both have very silly and stupid villains that are instantly forgettable and terrible, but they also both have like some of the best ones of all.
Wait, no, Batman was in the 60s. It was in
Who's Batman? He's a superhero. A lot of people have heard of him. He's very popular.
He's right on the
What's
He
a
sells
spider?
shawarma.
He sells shawarma. What's a Spider-Man? He's a hard-working individual.
Oh, I got this. He's a guy who wanted to be a superhero, but he had no powers, so he started collecting spiders and letting them bite him. They would glue the spiders to him while they're biting him.
Exactly.
And that's his power. His power is that he's in horrible pain all day.
He's got a lot of welts too from all the spider bites.
His whole body's covered in spiders that are glued to him.
Now Howard the Duck has the best bad guys. I don't think he has a rogues gallery. Like, I don't think he actually has villains directly.
Oh, it says nah.
Whoa, that's not good. Alright. Yeah, he does. Dude, I don't know jack shit about Howard the Duck, if I'm being real. It's always...
Fought a vampire cow and killed it. Wait, Howard the Duck made by Stan Lee?
Yeah. Howard the Duck was a Stan Lee character and widely considered his worst creation of all time. He fought a vampire cow and killed it. Yeah, but Lobo's done something sillier, so like, you know. And Lobo's great.
It won't reach Gotham.
Lobo killed Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. In the same story.
Well, that's not very good quality.
Well, yeah, he's also a psychopathic murdering alien. In fact, he invented his own curse word, just so he could have ways to insult any race of people in every galaxy. Someone else made Howard the Duck, not Lee. No, that was a Lee character.
I'm trying to find them.
You okay, buddy?
No. Steve Gerber.
Oh.
Characters created by writers Steve Gerber and artist Val Mayrick.
Oh, alright. Guess he's not. I swore he was. Haven't seen Stan Lee for a while? Well, there's a reason for that. No, he's been really busy.
He's been in jail.
Yeah, he's been in jail. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Yeah, he died. Yeah, yeah, that's why. He died. It's just- yeah. Um... Mm. Hold up. Nice and simple. trying to think, cause like the ones I named, like, cause like easily, Batman and Spider-Man have the best rogues gallery. I'd say that's an exceedingly difficult thing to argue. But like, there's so many others who have really good rogues galleries, but I would just say not as good. Like, a lot of people sleep on Superman's rogues gallery, but he has a really damn good rogues gallery, I'm gonna be real.
He'll die in this cave.
He has,
Because, of course, what, wait, what'd you say, babe? Yeah, Superman, yeah, of course, Lex Luthor, who very,
the only one I can think. Oh no,
so crazy thing about Zod. So Zod's in like is literally in 2 movies. But he's actually only in like 5 comics. he's not a big Superman villain. He's a super small times, like he's not in a lot of stories. Dread for me is the best comic book movie, not the Sylvester Stallone movie. Yeah, Dread 3D is honestly one of the best comic book movies ever made because it does not try to be what it isn't. It knows exactly what it is and does that perfectly.
So wait, is he talking about?
He's talking about Dread 3D.
That was the remake.
Sorta. It's more like a reboot than a remake because it's a very true to comic book version of Judge Dredd. Ah, shit. I'm still animation. What's up, hon?
This one came out just a few years ago.
It came out like 2013.
Okay, if you can be 6.
So, Dread 3D,
That's Carl Urban.
literally like the whole movie is
Oh
just
god.
Batman has the best. Others have iconic Batman's. Each of them can be great threats to him. Spider-Man's is great, but not everyone is as MU. That's all I see. So I can agree with that, but like not as many of. The only reason I'd say that is only because it would be just the simple thing to say that just because, you know, he doesn't have powers, so all of his villains are technically threats. But I'll tell you, Humpty Dumpty and Tweedledee and Tweedledum are not threats to Batman. I'll tell you that right now. They're not going to beat him with their crazy schemes.
What about Mad Hatter?
Mad Hatter also I never feel is an actual threat to Batman, but his plans usually end up being like something he has to stop because they're killing people, but him himself is never a direct threat to Batman.
Why are his villains named after Alice in Wonderland characters?
Because writers are lazy. But Dread 3D is literally the whole movie just opens with Dredd taking down a dude, a target. Afterwards, he gets a call about there's a new person who's coming in, and that new person, who's trying to become a judge as well, gets brought in, and to show her the ropes, she goes on a mission with him to take down this small law that apparently was broken. So they gotta check it out. After this happened, they find out that this chick named that everyone calls Mother is moving this drug throughout this hotel, and the entire rest of the movie is just a shootout action sequence. By the way, this all takes place within the first 15 minutes of the movie, so like 20 minutes. The rest of the movie, the next hour and 15 minutes, is just him, just action.
There is a lot of killing in that movie.
So I can blow it off.
What killed it is how lazy the director was. They planned little to no advertising. Oh, it was Mama, not Mother. You're right. But yeah, he literally.
Difference.
But yeah, literally the rest of the movie is just non-stop action of all these thugs and gangsters and stuff versus Dredd and this Judge Dredd and this chick with him as they try and sneak through this entire hotel run by this one woman.
Weren't they like drugging people so they would like commit suicide?
Oh no, they
jumped
killed
off?
people. No, they definitely drugged them and then killed them.
But didn't they like jump off the side or something, like fall?
Oh no, they throw him off the side of a building,
Okay.
which is awful because okay, so there's like one offhanded scene where Mama, to demonstrate their power, when someone is trying to steal her product, she Anderson, is that his name? So she drugs him with the drug from the movie called slow-mo, which literally makes you perceive everything in slow motion. So she then drugs him with it and then throws him off the top of this like 30-story building, so he perceives every second of him falling to his death.
Jeez.
And it's like an actually horrifying like scene. When admittedly in any other action movie, that would be it. It would be the throw off the building, and then it would just show the villain like looking evil. That movie makes it like feel like that was the most evil thing ever. No, the used slow-mo, which slowed down the brain. I mean, yeah, but they still perceived everything in slow motion though. That was the effect for it for the film. Which I was very happy to find out Achievement Hunters Gavin Free did the slow-mo effects for the movie, which I thought was pretty awesome.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
Man, that British man.
Yeah, that British guy. I still stand. Best looking guy in the Let's Play industry. Yeah, that's right. They do also skin 3 people and throw them off of the building as well.
That's what I thought.
They do that too.
Something like that. But I thought like the people did it to themselves.
Not to mention, Judge Dredd is an edgy's '90s comic, but they really they did it very much justice in that movie. Unfortunately, the Sylvester Stallone movie Judge Dredd did not do the same service. That movie is awful, and one of the worst aspects of it is the fact that the movie was one of the worst aspects of that movie is the fact that he never wears his helmet. So one big part about being a judge is you never remove your helmet. That's a very core part of the character. Oh yeah, they invented a new type of camera. They did that to now bro, Dredd started in the 70s. Oh yeah, did it? That was pure 90s garbage, though. Maybe it just became pure 90s garbage. Maybe it created pure 90s garbage, now that I think about it. I don't know. It's in the same vein as Lobo. He was created...
77.
Yeah, 77. So, I mean, it's in the same vein as Lobo, who, like, came out in the 80s, but he's, like, he developed into, I am the law! Oh my god, that is one of the worst scenes in any action film.
I'm Judge Dredd,
Dude, there's literally a scene in Stallone's Judge Dredd where he screams, I am the law! And then the villain just is like, just tells him, you don't know... no, that's right. So he says, I am the law. And then the villain says, you don't uphold the law! And then Stallone they just pretty much scream law at each other. And that's the whole scene. It's so stupid. I'm gonna see if I can find that clip. I'm gonna try and play it for our good audience at home. But, put simply, one of the biggest flops in film history is Dredd 3D. And that sucks, because that's a damn good movie.
Oh. It didn't even make back its budget.
No, it flopped hard.
Oh, man. That sucks. So it made 30 to 45 million in it.
You choose quickly, too.
Mm-hmm.
I should put you down myself.
I guess
people. The means to an end. You started a massacre. I caused the revolution. You betrayed the law. Law.
Literally, Stallone complains at him,
That
just
is
saying,
pretty bad.
you betrayed the law," and he just, his response is, "Law, law." The villain just says "law" out loud. What the fuck? They're making TV show for it, though. I've heard that, though there's still nothing on when that's coming out or when it's gonna come to fruition. But, apparently the actor who played Dredd in Dredd 3D literally loved the character so much that he just wanted to be in that. He's kept telling them, "We need to make another one. This needs to be this was an amazing movie. We need to keep going." Like, he has openly said he will play the character for free if he has to. He wants to play Judge Dredd again and bring that character back. And it's been confirmed there is going to be a show coming out at some point eventually on something.
No, the last thing was talked about it was 2017.
Yeah. We haven't heard anything since 2017. So will that happen? I have no idea. But if it does, it's not going to be anytime soon.
Why do you keep calling it Dread 3D?
Why do I keep calling it Dread 3D? That's because the original title of the movie is Dread 3D.
Oh, it does say it on the poster.
Yep. The name of the film. Yeah. Most other stuff just calls it Dread, but the film officially was titled Dread 3D because it was a 3D film. Or it was heavily pushed as a 3D movie because they thought, well, that's good enough. That's advertising.
That's advertising? Yeah, no, it's not.
Whoops.
Yeah. Zach, I look up Gavin Free, and the second thing that comes up is Gavin Free Dread.
Yup.
Yep, that's Gavin.
I don't know. In terms of saw it in 3D, and it was amazing. I never saw it in 3D. I actually didn't see it until last year, so it took me about a good 3 years to see the film. Actually, that would be 5 years. Now that I think about it.
It was when we watched it with Jared.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Last year.
Was it last year?
Or it was either a year or two ago. Either way, it took me about 4 to 5 years to see the film.
With us, Jared, and who else?
I don't remember. I think Aaron, maybe.
Aaron might. I know it was upstairs. We watched it upstairs. Remember that?
Oh, shit.
So that's how I wouldn't have saw that movie otherwise. Yeah, I can see how it'd be good in 3D. I can see some of the effects. Oh my god, of course. Why did it surprise me when you said Gavin worked on the slow-mo effects? I keep forgetting he's in these slow-mo guys. I keep forgetting that.
That's right.
He's known for that. God damn it.
Hee
Just because I know him more from Rooster Teeth and Jupiter, I get
That works.
slow-mo guys. Okay.
Got him. Well then, to those in the chat, and you of course, Andy, in terms of, let's say, in terms of films or franchises specifically that like totally failed, which one would you like to see touched on again?
There's stuff that's failed, like totally failed, or failed recently.
Either or. It just had to have failed, so they stopped. Like they gave it up. He likes that water. Hey, he better. He's gonna be laying in it for a while.
I don't know if I have a good answer for that. People staying in chat. Nothing.
That's pretty lucky. Yeah, I'll have to see what our boys in chat have to say about that, because I'm very curious. Franchise that you'd love to see come back.
Most extreme elimination.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't a flop. I think they just stopped doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I think people stopped watching. Was the kind of thing. Also, pretty problematic. I don't think they could do that show anymore. A little
I
racist.
hate how sensitive people are.
Yeah, but that one was blatantly racist. So that's a little different. I can agree people shouldn't be overly sensitive at times, but I mean, you know.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying the part about racism was great, but the show was great about just being random.
Yeah, sure. It, most extreme elimination challenge. It was a dumb like comedy which took an actual existing Japanese game show and had American people voice over it.
Yeah, we watched that.
It was pretty goddamn hilarious, and it still is pretty funny today, but it is a little racist and a tad homophobic at times. But
Yeah, but
I mean, it was also old MTV, so what are you gonna do?
it wouldn't really be that way now. I would.
Yeah, if they did it again, it'd probably still be funny, but I can't imagine they would do it justice, to be perfectly honest. That'd be my downside,
No.
is there's no way you could do that right again. Bless you.
away with it? Do I look like an idiot? When I found out he had no cash, I cut out his kidneys, his liver, a few other bits I don't know the name of, and sold them on the street.
Oh my god.
Some rich guy's probably walking around with them in his as we speak. And people
No, Zach, you know what they did?
You look stupid.
They did. Wipe out.
One second. What'd you say, dude? Wipeout. Yeah, that exists. Yeah, but
Basically what that was, though.
most extreme elimination challenge? No, it wasn't. Absolutely not. Most extreme elimination challenge's whole thing was not the challenge itself. That was pointless. That was just a Japanese game show that they took and then voiced over to make fun of people in general. I was gonna say Asian people, but only that. That was only some episodes. It's pretty much just people in general. But that's when you got to the more like a series of like some. That's why you'd sometimes get homophobic humor or you know.
The internet compares it to Wipe Out.
Ah, shit! I got caught. Drop that gun.
Silent Library.
Uh,
Silent Library.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
got
get
fun.
off chat, man.
Oh my God,
Okay.
another Silent Library.
It's been fun being on the stream.
Oh, I'd like to
Yeah,
thank
I'll see you
Enjoy,
around.
undying
enjoy your game.
Library.
people of Gotham.
Enjoy the Batman.
Be seen very,
Huh?
very
Silent
soon.
Library.
That was pretty fun.
That is a show that needs to go back.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Silent Library was at least pretty fun.
then what? Held him upside
So you gotta yell for people who just fucking laugh.
Did he pay up? Nah, he spent it on. He's
No,
here!
it was just in like the related.
You look stupid.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, it just says Japanese.
Oh shit. Ow, fuck. Ow. Whoop.
You okay, buddy?
His name is Zero. That's cool.
And snap. And snap. Yeah. Man, French? I'm trying to think of an answer to my own question.
Just one more to go.
Franchise. that I'd like to see back, but is
That's
dead.
pump 3 disabled. I'm going to head back up to the surface. And
I'm trying to focus on movies and like shows, because in terms of games, I mean, I'd like them to try Marvel versus at least one more time. Just actually try. Don't just like throw it out there like you've done every other time.
Wait, for what?
Marvel versus. I want another Marvel versus Capcom game.
I thought those games were good.
They are good. They haven't been.
Was
Infinite was fun to play, but it was a flop because it wasn't very good, a very complete game. It was very lazily put together. Thus, they stopped production of it very early. It was planned for DLC for like years. But in terms of movies and shows like that, I mean, I'm not really sure.
Stay where you are. I'm sending down a token of my displeasure. Of course, I couldn't just hurt you too badly.
What do we probably never see again, but I want to? Oh, I'm really struggling. I'm not sure. Jesus. Jesus. Calm down, big guy. Whoop. Snap. Y'all better look out. Marvel versus microtransactions, the game coming 2020. Oh god. Sad part is I could see it happen.
It'd be an app game.
What's up?
It'd be an app game.
Yeah, it probably would be now. Well, it already is, technically. I mean, it's not Marvel vs. Capcom, but we do technically have Clash of Champions, which of course is the Marvel versus game app game, which isn't too bad in terms of like an app game, but like, you know, want something a little bit more than just like a little app game. Ha. Huh. Literally kick that dude across the floor. Oh, Jesus. Hiya. Alright, let's break these guys. Well, Capcom Cup top 8's tomorrow, so maybe we'll hear something from Capcom. But if Ono's to be believed, which he usually is fairly trustworthy, they said that they have nothing besides Street Fighter planned for the foreseeable future. Crunch. Crunch. Oh man. Hit the wrong guy. And crunch. And crunch.
They are the best of friends. Oh my god.
Hiya. Nice. Oh, let's say, I swear there was somewhere I could grapple. Yeah.
New.
And yoink.
Damn.
Hmm. Trying to remember. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right, you can release the weight on that.
Oh my god. My phone's going to die.
Sure.
Um,
Boom. Hurry. Man, there's a lot of this game I forgot about.
Alright, Switch, you're done charging. I refuse. I need my phone charged. Thank you.
Pop.
Oh, maybe I can play Switch game.
Ivy's getting stronger. I need to stop her now.
I think she's still in the gardens where you left her, but she'll be in control of it now. You'll be walking into a trap.
That's what she thinks.
Equity again.
Alright, how best to get to the gardens?
Surprises in
Oh, so you go where probably better.
This island belongs to me now.
crap. Ow! It was a sniper.
Okay.
Shit, I was trying to avoid the plants, but guess got no choice.
What do you think you can do, Batman? I am everywhere. My babies know your every move. You and your kind are arrogant enough to think you can destroy us. You will fail, and we will become the most powerful force on the planet.
Oh, Ivy. Delusional as ever. Almost there.
You will pay, Batman, for hurting my baby.
Oh, God. Is she ever stop going on about those plans of hers?
When I finish with Batman, I'll be coming after you, Joker.
Will you really? Now that's gratitude, is it? Experimental chemicals, nice costumes, and they still turn on you. Well, good luck, you toots. I got an army, a city-sized dose of time. Come and find me when you're done with that raid. Ooh, it'll be fun. You can bring the wine. I'll take the salad.
It's pretty good, actually. Ah. Blech. Knew I should have came in from the right side.
Gotta say, I thought you'd last long.
You did. Yeah, I went the wrong... I should have gone the other way. Now I gotta take care of it from the right side. Which makes it a little bit harder because of the snipers.
You will pay, Batman, for hurting my baby. When I finish with Batman, I'll be coming after you, Joker.
Well, that's gratitude, is it? Women, you give them presents, experimental chemicals, nice costumes, and they still turn on you. Well, good luck, you toots. I got an army, a city-sized dose of time. Find me when you're done with that raid. Ooh, it'll be fun. You can bring the wine. I'll take the salad.
Huh?
Is anything you did make close? Anything you see?
It's rude to keep a girl waiting, Batman.
I don't think so.
Because last time I did that without asking, you had to like redo a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Then make sure you save and then exit.
I don't even know how to get out of this. I don't even know what you're doing. You are being doing something with stairs. Jeez, wait, why am I the guy from Undertale? I'm confused.
Take that.
Zach,
Yeah,
why am I the guy from
because he's a
Undertale?
me skin.
Okay.
That's it. There's nothing else to it than
No,
that.
but I don't know how to. So there's the menu. There's the save.
Ha!
JWODs. Okay, cool. Now I can go back to home screen. I saved it.
just avoid the plants, then you fight Ivy, and then it's Joker. And the game's over.
So you're here at last. Do you like what I've done with the place? My babies are growing, Batman. Come and see.
Oh boy.
My fam.
How many characters in this game? It's so surprising. There's only a handful of these files.
These are the private notes of Dr. Young. Heightened use a success.
Those are the ones I actually just...
Solved after the unexpected release in 24. Joker has also shown a remarkable interest in the possibility of a cure. Once the protein bonding process is finalized, I will... Patient interview number 1.
So, I'm your first items. You know what they say, you never forget your first time. Never good for you.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame, notoriety, a desire to stand out from the crowd, a wicked sense of...
You're good. How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years. No one was as
More
astute
food for my
as you.
plants.
Never mind my saying. Beautiful as you.
Really? Now you're just playing.
Well, you'll never know, will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me.
I didn't do all this whole game. Oh, good. What the hell? What did I say?
They shall nothing to you!
Is there an update or something I don't know about? Buy the DLC and not use it?
I'll kill you for that, Batman! Every plant you kill Batman just makes me angrier. Are you ready for me? Do you think you can handle me?
I don't see any babies.
I'm waiting in here. Come to me.
Well, that's what makes her crazy. She sees... What do you think made her crazy? She sees babies everywhere. But they're not really there.
I'm just through here, waiting for you.
Tentacled Chan, is that you?
I've got myself a little security, Batman.
Whoa.
They'll just die if anything happens to me.
Hiya. Alright. Time to fight Ivy.
I won't let you destroy it, Batman.
I told you to go to your cell.
I was a fool. I thought the plants were in pain. Now I realize they were evolving, growing stronger. Now we'll grow together.
Give in, Batman. I will crush
Oh,
you
shit.
like the insect you are.
I already tell it's gonna be a difficult boss fight.
My plans will tear you and your precious Gotham to shreds.
Oh, Jesus. To my knowledge, yes. Yeah. No way I'm winning this one. Jesus. I literally have no health.
You're nothing
Yeah,
but
no. I went in there with no health. This would definitely have to be a...
You're dead and buried, darling.
Alright, round 2.
My plans will tear you
Now
and your
round 2.
precious Gotham to shreds.
Huh. Oh, that was close.
I am stronger than you, little man.
God damn.
I'll choke the life out of you.
Break free, damn it. Oh man. God, the worst part is this is only phase 1 of a 3-phase fight. Yeah, good luck, exactly.
My babies
Oh,
will
okay.
feast on
You heal a
your
good... You heal a little bit every,
plan to hurt me.
Oh shit. Huh. I thought it broke me. Oh, God.
Hit him again.
cannot beat Mother Nature, but she can destroy you.
Jesus.
Save me from the evil bats.
Oh, I'm so screwed.
You're
Yep.
nothing but
Oh,
thieves now,
God
Batman.
Sorry, love. You're plucked.
I need help here, boys.
Oh, cool. Start me off on the second phase of the fight. That's good. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. Whoop. Huh. And snap. Shit.
My plans will tear you and your precious blood. Save me from the evil bats. Feeling
God,
refreshing.
break free, damn it.
You're
What
nothing
the?
but food now,
Oh,
Batman.
damn it. Almost was done.
You're dead and buried.
Damn.
I need help here, boys.
What the hell? That was weird. smash the hell out of that.
You cannot beat Mother Nature, but she can destroy you. Save me from the evil bats.
This time I actually have a good amount of health. Shit. And I think that, yeah, that's it. I guess there's only 2 phases. Yeah. Oh, that's what I need. God, that would have made that last fight so much easier. Oh, vote didn't.
What do you call the detective who is only halfway to the end? Loser?
I think there's one more. Like this. Like a Riddler something over here. Just trying to get some bonus points so I can. Yeah, there it is. Boom. It's locked, huh? Alright. We're in the end game
name's not on the list, you ain't going in. Let's see, yeah. A, no, that's not right. So it's a B, Bane. Ah, here it is, Batman. Hey, looks like you're the guest of honor. Give him a big welcome, guys.
Now, you can choose to get in here without fighting everyone, because they'll just let you through. But we gotta make sure these guys go behind bars. Honestly, this was an awesome way to set up for the end. Just because for being in Arkham Asylum the whole time, you're never... So the only time in the whole of Arkham Asylum you really feel like you're trapped in a prison with them. That's when you prove to them that you're not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with you. Snap. Yeah.
Are you excited, Bats? I mean, we've been building up to this point all night. Don't tell me you've not been looking forward to it. I know I have. Surprise! Everyone always said I should be in television. You don't want to miss this, really. It'll be a blast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit.
you stop Batman? Me? It was your plan, you goofy clown. I'm sending you back to the ventriloquist where you belong.
More big boys.
You had to spoil everything, didn't you? Beating up Bane, feeding Scarecrow to Croc, slapping around Harley, my hobby, by the way, and ruining all my lovely Venom plans. It's over,
Jesus.
Joker. Over? Why, my dear delusional Dark Knight, it hasn't even begun.
Oh boy. Alright. Oh jeez.
Oh, that moves. Oh my goodness.
Nice. Oh shit. And snap. Put up. And snap. Hi-ya. Oh jeez. And snap.
Nicely done, Bats. You deserve a prize. Your old pal, Commissioner Gordon. Say, he looks all run down. Let's pep him up.
Man.
Get away! Here we go! We're gonna have some fun now, kiddies!
You're trying to resist the change. That's not fair. Come on, get in. So, you want to play hardball, bats, do you? Your call. Pickle, pickle. No! Oh, you're ruining my big night. Months of planning down the crapper. I just wanted to bring down your grim facade and for once let you see the world as I see it. Giggling in a corner and bleeding. But you've denied me
Oh my god,
even
no.
that. I have nothing to live for.
And then the unfortunately kind of lame final boss.
It's staff at the mercy of the rampaging inmates. Just 10 minutes ago, we received this taped message.
Greetings, Gotham. Joker here. Arkham is mine. I'll unleash madness and toll onto the streets of Gotham. First, direct your eyes to the rooftops and witness the final destruction of your dear night.
We've been circling the tower since the... Wait, there! Joker's making his move!
Our big boss time.
Showtime, Batman! Let's give the room something to talk about. Two freaks in a fight to the death. And for one night only, please welcome our special guest referee.
When do you have the chance to do that?
Come on! Change! Get crazy! It's the only way to beat me! You know you want to. Never. Did the antidote on yourself? Now that's funny! Hysterical! But you still spoil my fun, and for that, I'll paint Arkham with your blood. Let's get ready to tango!
Jeez, that hurt.
Excuse me, Bats. In you come, boys. I've softened them up for you. Mind your head, Bats. So, Mr. Referee, how was that round? Speak up.
Uh-oh.
Riders, top right. Give him a kicking for me, boys. Come on. Stick this for your freaking go. Oh, that's gotta hurt. When I get out of this, I'm going to rip. Give me a bad shot, Bats. Think you can beat me? I'll make you
Ouchies.
I'm out, Bats. My people. Come in, boys. Knock him about a bit. I've got a city to address. Here it comes. Okay. I'll give you something for the morning news, Gotham.
And snap.
This won't stop me.
Pull it down. Hood up.
You'll die for this, Bats. Bring it on. It won't kill you to smile, Bats. Back in a second, Bats. In you come, boys. Tear 'em a new one for me. Look out! So, Mr. Referee, how was that down? What? Speak up. Gonna blow your freaking head off.
Shit.
Don't let him hit you.
Hoop. There we go. Yeah, I beat the game.
I can take it. I can take anything you throw at me, Bats. You can't beat me.
43.
I'm actually going to win. Ready for the next round?
Always.
What?
I'll never let you win.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm fine, Barbara. The GCPD finally has control of the asylum. Doctors are treating the injured, but it looks like it'll take some time. All super criminals are back in custody. Quite a mess in there. And the venom-enhanced inmates are returning to normal. Though for some, the process can be quite painful.
Dad, how are you doing?
I'll survive. See you tonight, Barbara. Shame about your car. Can I give you a ride?
Thanks, Jim, but I have one on the way.
Get some rest. You deserve it.
Stay safe, Jim.
That's hilarious. I never noticed that. Harvey Dent robbed the Second City Bank, and 2 officers were shot. That's right. It's making fun of the back in the 60s. You gotta watch out. Make sure on a Tuesday he'll rob the Second City Bank of all of its $2 bills.
We had a $2 bill at work today.
Yeah, thank you, Bob Kane, Bill Finger. Of course, mostly Bill Finger, but still. Yeah, I think that's our first like full playthrough on stream before. We played an entire game, start to finish. Well, no, it took about 3 different streams. It's probably like 4 now. Yeah, this was the longest. I mostly only played these for like an hour each until this one, when I was like, you know what, we're so close to the end that I just kept playing. But and then I kept forgetting there was more to the game. Like, I knew it was Harley Quinn, then Joker, and it was over. But I kept forgetting. I forgot about the Scarecrow part. I forgot about the 2 sections right after Croc. I could have sworn it was like a rush. Once you got through Croc, it was like you immediately went to Quinn and then Joker. But no, this is quite a bit before that. Now the cool thing about that is, no matter what, yeah, you know, you got all the challenges, and the armored bat suit has been locked. But cool thing about that is every time you beat the game, it'll be different. It's either Croc's hand, Scarecrow's hand, or Bane's hand, who pulls out of the water to grab that box of Titan. Which is funny because it makes it seem like they set up for a sequel there. But neither of them ever come. Scarecrow comes back in Arkham Knight. This is Asylum, the first one. Cities after that. Arkham Origins would be made after, but that is a prequel. And then finally Arkham Knight. So there's it's a trilogy. It's Arkham City, or it's Arkham Asylum, City, and then Knight. But among them,
Arkham West.
there's one area to get to. I wanted to go to real quick before. I believe it's in Arkham Mansion. It's Dr. Young's office, North Corridor. The Arkham Records room. That is it. I want to go to the Warden's office. So that is in Arkham Mansion. So we're going to do that real quick before we close, because I wanted to do this one specific thing first, which actually would be faster if I went this way. I don't think anybody's any thug. Oh, hey. There's a trophy. Yeah, there's no enemies in this area, so we're good. Dare you deflect a batarang? Huh. But yeah, Scarecrow would technically come back in Arkham. Not even technically, would come back in Arkham Knight. But none of the other Bane nor Croc come back in any of the other games.
challenge?
Let's get the remote battery. And whoop. Thankfully all these doors are now unlocked because of all the stuff's taken care of. And the warden's office is this way. Like cash on them, I think, is still here. Yeah. Yeah, is there in cash?
So Joker's having himself a firework party. Do me a favor. When you find him, stick a rocket up his ass and light it.
No problem, Aaron. Wait a minute. Oh, hey.
What killed all the weird plants?
It's the other Zach. Bye, other Zach. Alright. And the warden's office, I think, is right through here. Yep. Now, if we come here, go right here, and you put all 3 explosive gels there.
I pity you trying to defeat my challenges.
No, that didn't do it. I think I'm forgetting a step. Supposed to blow up some. Oh, is it not here? Is it up? No, it's definitely right there. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Let me see. No, I already have the upgrade to the explosive gel, so I have the maximum explosive gel. Maybe I have to put it in the same spot then. I don't want me to do that. Oh, there it goes. Now it's locking me to the zoom mode, just like it's supposed to. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Alright, let's see. Now that we beat the game. Huh. Another bat symbols. Haha! I don't know, it's kind of tricky. So, this is a secret that no one found when Arkham Asylum came out until City was not only announced, was about to come out, and then they released on their Twitter this, showing off that when you go in here, if you beat the game, there's a little secret where you can blow up that wall. There's no indicator that it's there. There's nothing about it. But when you come in here, you'll find these schematics and these complete blueprints labeled Arkham City. The idea of a proposal to create a Arkham Asylum in Gotham City. Which, of course, would be the entire premise of the next game. But an extremely cool Easter egg. Therefore, with that, oh yeah, her burnt corpse is still here. Well, either way, with that, we've now beaten Arkham Asylum. We've talked about doing maybe 100%ing the game since there's still tons of secrets to get. I've even considered doing, or just moving on to Arkham City, or maybe moving over to some other big character action games since there's quite a lot more to play. So let us know on our Discord at Garbage-Gang if what you guys might want to see next. So for this, we'll see you at the next one, and don't forget to stay lucky, and we'll see you there.